Hi everyone, my name is Costa, and in this video guys I'm gonna show you how to create this hero section by Firebase. So I already have all my assets prepared, a gradient, 3 images, 3 icons and the logo. So let's get started. First let's select the frame and create a frame inside the breakpoint. Put the width to fill. Name it hero, click on layout, remove the fill, and now create another frame inside, call it container. Now put the width again to fill and the height to fill as well. Click on layout and remove the fill. Let's create another frame inside, and this one is gonna be content wrapper. So that is gonna be for the title and for the button. Now let's create one more frame, and it is gonna be for the headline. Select the content wrapper and click on layout. Then select the headline and click on layout as well. Make sure to remove the fill from the headline and from the content wrapper. Now go to Firebase and copy the text. Paste it inside the headline. Go to color, increase the opacity to 100, make the text bigger. For the line height type in 1, and for the letter spacing type in -0.03. Alright, select the headline frame and put the height to fit content. Do the same with the content wrapper. Put the height to fit content. Now select the text, press Ctrl D to duplicate it, and once again press Ctrl D to duplicate it one more time. Select the headline and put the width to fit content. Now go to wrap and click on yes. So I will select the middle text and type in stack. Go to Firebase, copy the last text and paste it here. This looks nice. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create the animation of these icons. So select the icons, make sure you have a stack. Now once you have a stack, select all the icons and center them like this. Select the stack and type in 76 pixels because that's what we have for the height. Right click, create a component and call it icons. Select the icons and make sure you have these 4 lines selected. Now create 2 more variants. Select the blue icon from the second variant and reduce the opacity to 0. Then select the third variant, select the pink and the blue icon, and again reduce the opacity to 0. Now select the first variant, drag it to the second one, click on appear, then type in 2 seconds. Select the second variant, drag it to the third one, click appear, 2 seconds. And now select the last variant and drag it to the first one and click appear and again 2 seconds. This looks fine. Now let's preview it. And after 2 seconds, as you can see, the icon is changing and we have this beautiful animation. So now I will go to home, press Ctrl X, select the headline and paste it inside. I will press on my left arrow key to move this between the tool and the stack. Make the icons bigger and select the headline. Put the width to fill. Now go into gap fields, and for the Y type in 0, and for the X type in 20. Select the content wrapper and make sure that the width is on fill. This looks fine. Now go to Firebase, copy this text and paste it inside. Make it smaller, 16 pixels. For the letter spacing, type in 0, and for the line height, type 1.6. Drag the text inside the content wrapper. And put it below the headline. Add a max width of 420 and center it like this. Reduce the opacity to 70. And now let's select the content wrapper and add a gap of 32 pixels. Now let's create a button. We have a simple button, as you can see, and when you hover on it, there is a gradient. So let's create this in Framer. Create a new frame. Type in try Firebase Studio. Change the color to black and increase the opacity to 100. Select the frame, click on layout. Now put the width to fit content and the height to fit content as well. Add a padding of 16. Let me correct this right here. Select the stack again, go to padding, and now for the right add 20 and for the left 20 as well. Increase the radius. I'm gonna add more spacing for the right and for the left. Now change the color to orange. Right click, create component and call it button. Select the text, go to content and create a plain text variable. Now select the button, create a new variant. For the second variant, we are gonna change from solid color to gradient, and let's add a yellowish tint. Now make sure you rotate this gradient. Select the first variant, drag it to the second one, click on mouse enter, select the second variant, drag it to the first one, and click on mouse leave. Alright. Now press Ctrl X, select the content wrapper and paste it inside. Let's preview it. And as you can see, everything works fine. However, I don't like this text right here, it's way too big. It's even bigger than this one. So I'm gonna make it smaller. Select the text and make it 100 pixels. Now select the icons and make them smaller as well. Alright, next we are gonna create the navbar. So I will go to insert and look up for navigation. Select one of the pre-made navbars and drag it inside. Make sure you put it in the hero section and change the position from relative to absolute and put it on top. Add padding 0. Then for the left padding, I will add 32. And for the right padding, I will add 32 as well. I will select my logo press Ctrl X, double click on the navbar, select the logo, the Framer logo, press delete on my keyboard, and then paste my logo inside the top right here. Let's delete 3 of those links. Now change this to docs and this one to support. Select the navbar, remove the fill, select the links now, make them white and 70% opacity. So very important, select the logo and the links, press Ctrl Alt Enter to add a stack, and change the width from fill to fit. Now add a gap of 40 pixels. Let's fix this now on mobile. I will select the links and hide them. Select the logo, put it on the left, then select the stack that we just created and put the width to fill. Now select the hamburger menu, change the color to white and type in 70% opacity. Select this X icon, change the color to white and type in 70% opacity. So now let's select the stack and change the direction from horizontal to vertical. Put the width to fill, select the logo and put it on the left, then select the links and make them white. Now click on home, and as you can see we have a beautiful navbar that's responsive. Now let's change the text to make it responsive as well. I will make it smaller for the tablet. Also, let's make the icon smaller. Now go to mobile and make it 48 pixels. Make the icon smaller as well. Let's align it to the left. Select the subheadline and align it to the left as well. Now select the container. Actually, let's select the container inside the desktop version and add a padding for the right 32 pixels and for the left 32 pixels as well. Now let's go on mobile and let's make the text even smaller to 40 pixels. Then select the content wrapper and click on this icon to align the button to the left as well. Voila, this looks very good. Select the container now and put the alignment to the top. Add a top padding of 200 pixels. Let's see it on mobile, looks fine. And now it's time to add in the gradient. So press Ctrl X on the gradient and paste it inside the container. Change the position from relative to absolute. Make it maybe smaller. Select the container and change the height from fill to fixed. Make it bigger. However, before this, make sure that you select the hero section and put the alignment to top. And now select the container again. Make it taller. Also select the hero section and make it taller as well, like this. So now we can see what we are doing. Now we have to drag these two images inside this one. We are gonna place them like this. Call them images. press Ctrl X, select a container and paste them inside. So put them on top of the gradient like this. Now select a container and change the distribution from horizontal to vertical. Alright, add a padding of 40 pixels or maybe 80 pixels. Change the distribution from center to start and put alignment to center as well. I think I will increase the gap to 120 pixels and let's make the container taller and the hero section as well. Something about this should work. I will preview this now to see how it looks. Looks fine. And let's make it responsive now. So we'll put the images to fill and add a max width of 1200 pixels. Let's see how it looks like. Alright, this looks fine. Now make sure you select the images inside and make sure you have this dot in the center of this square. Select a container and put the height to fit content. Select the hero section and put the height to fit content as well. Select the images now, go to styles, make sure you have the Z index selected, so make sure it's 2, and now let's make the tablet images smaller. Move them a bit up, and the mobile as well, smaller. Move them to the right and up. Move this one to the left, like this. So, as you can see, we are not able to see the gradient right now. Therefore, let's move it up a bit like this. And I think I will move the gradient up in the desktop breakpoint as well. Alright, this looks beautiful. Let me test it out and see how responsive it looks like. Alright, we still have a problem right here. So let's see how to fix it. Yeah, so the problem is that we need actually to create one more section right here. I'm gonna create an empty section and call it empty section. Now put the height of the breakpoint to fit content. And we still have this problem, so let me see how to fix it. Maybe if we make it smaller, like this, and we move it up a bit. Let's see it now. I think I will unlock this icon, make it bigger like this, and now we fix it. But let's make the gradient smaller so that we can see the orange and not only the red. Alright, this looks great. So next, let me put this button inside the navbar. So I will press Ctrl C to copy it, double click on the navbar, paste it inside, select the navbar and distribute this space between. Alright, now I don't think they have the button inside the navbar for mobile, so therefore I will hide this one. Alright, this looks fine. However, let's add a top padding of 20 pixels. And yeah, I forgot to name this to get started. Okay, so the last thing we have to do is to make it now have this parallax effect. So first select this image, and then I will go to Effects and click on Scroll Transform. Then select Layer and View. In the opacity field type in 1, and for the scale type in 8.8, sorry. And now, and for the rotate, I will rotate it like this. And in this field right here, I will increase it to 80 pixels. Now select these two images, go to Effects, and then click on Scroll Speed. Increase the scroll speed to 115. Select the second image, go to Scroll again, and then increase it to 125. I will click on Publish, and then let's see it on web how it looks like. Okay, we have a problem right here. Let me fix this first by selecting the headline, and let's add a max width of 1000. Let's see it now. All right, this looks perfect. And voila guys, that is how you create this beautiful parallax effect as well. So yeah, that is it, I guess. I hope you liked this tutorial, guys, and I see you in the next video.